Good morning or afternoon or evening, you can heal family. Hold on a second. Do you guys notice, is my chin always up when I'm making a video? Because I think I just did it again. Anyways, I digress. My name is Coach Shena, and I am your life coach in this moment because you're on this call. Now, honestly, I was not going to show my face today. I was just going to kind of be in and out, read this word, see what comes up to feature. But I was doing some things around the house, and I was listening to a Tony Gaskins video to one he posted, I guess today or yesterday. Anywho, the point is, the man is making some good points, and we've got to do the Lord's work and let as many people know as possible that we have got to stop being deceived by these men out here. We need to take our life seriously. We need to really, really take our life seriously. So what I'm going to do is read Job chapter 19 first. And then I'm just going to share a little bit about my thoughts about what he said. I will link both videos in my description. Listen, we've got to get this message out. And if you get tired of me linking his videos, that's okay. That's okay. But I feel it's important that we work together as believers in Christ, helping people heal from the pain of the past, unhealthy relationships, and doing what we can to set the record straight here. Yes, I'm tired. I finally got the community post for our group session on January 20th. So it's going to be at 7 a.m. I know it's early, but let's go. Let's start our day together that day. So like I said, I'm going to read Job 19, and then we're going to move right along here to talk about some things Tony touched on in the video and just to have a little chat. Won't be too long. Job chapter 19, Job's response to Bildad. Then Job spoke again. How long will you torture me? How long will you try to break me with your words? 10 times now you have meant to insult me. You should be ashamed of dealing with me so harshly. And even if I have sinned, that is my concern, not yours. You are trying to overcome me using my humiliation as evidence of my sin. But it is God who has wronged me. I cannot defend myself, for I am like a city under siege. Oh, no, listen, it is God who has wronged him? Oh, poor Job. A lot of people feel that way. A lot of people feel like when things happen to me, God is not on my side. He does not care about me. And that's a lie. He does, because he's promised you a future and a hope that's good. So he hasn't wronged you, even though it feels like that. But we've got to stand on what the word says. Verse 7, I cry out for help, but no one hears me. I protest, but there is no justice. God has blocked my way and plunged my path into darkness. He has stripped me of my honor and removed the crown from my head. He has demolished me on every side, and I am finished. He has destroyed my hope. His fury burns against me. He counts me as an enemy. His troops advance. They build up roads to attack me. They camp all around my tent. Do you guys remember the day when I had the little music stand and I would prop the Bible up and then I wouldn't have to hold this heavy Bible? I'm sitting here thinking about that. Anyways, I'm really sleepy. What time is it? It's 11:36 p.m. for me right now, but I'm going to get this Bible read and this message out. So verse 13, my relatives stay far away, and my friends have turned against me. My neighbors and my close friends are all gone. The members of my household have forgotten me. The servant girls consider me a stranger. I'm like a foreigner to them. I call my servant, but he doesn't come. I even plead with him. My breath is repulsive to my wife. I am loathsome to my own family. Even young children despise me when I stand to speak. They turn their backs on me. My close friends abhor me. Those I loved have turned against me. I have been reduced to skin and bones and have escaped death by the skin of my teeth. Oh, man. This is tough. This is tough. It says here, the skin of my teeth means by the thinnest of margins. Despairing of support from his friends and loved ones, Job makes his strongest statements yet that God himself will one day declare Job's righteousness, if not in this life, then in the next. He does not know how this will happen, but he does not doubt that God, the Redeemer, will act on his behalf. So that, we're getting to that. That was the commentary for 1 through 29. So, okay, let's keep going. Verse 21 says, have mercy on me. So he's saying that to God. My friends, have mercy, for the hand of God has struck me. Why must you persecute me as God does? Why aren't you satisfied with my anguish? Oh, that my words could be written. Oh, that they could be inscribed on a monument, carved with an iron chisel and filled with lead, engraved forever in the rock. But as for me, I know that my Redeemer lives, and that he will stand upon the earth at last. Oh, I can take a deep breath reading that, because it's just been doom and gloom. But when it's all said and done, right? When we've said, God, why me? Oh, why me? Oh, why me? In the end, if you truly believe in Jesus, and you've been believing what you've been reading and listening to all this time that we've been together reading the New Testament and the Old Testament, you will be able to say, I know that my Redeemer lives. The Redeemer is the one who came to save you from your sin. He lives, and that he will stand upon the earth at last. And after my body has decayed, yet in my body I will see God. I will see him for myself. Yes, I will see him with my own eyes. I am overwhelmed at the thought. How dare you go on persecuting me, saying it's his own fault? I warn you, you yourselves are in danger of punishment for your attitude. Then you will know that there is judgment. Okay, so that's Job chapter 19. Now, isn't this interesting? Excuse me. When it's all said and done, right? We know God is our Redeemer. That means he chose to save you from all things. And that sometimes includes your own self. Now, when I was listening to Tony's video, honestly, he was reflecting on having some coaching calls at the end of the year, and he couldn't even really get the words out. And honestly, I just was laughing and like shaking my head, because I was that girl. I was that young lady. I was that grown woman who kept falling for the okie doke, who kept allowing people to treat me badly, and then whining and crying and wallowing in my discomfort, in my anguish, in my pain, and my despair. And I was kind of looking through comments, honestly, and they were all over the place. Some people were like, oh, never me again, and this is hard to listen to. There's no hope out there. But as you begin to heal and grow and listen and apply what Tony Gaskins is saying, perhaps what I'm saying, what your pastor's saying, what all these books you're reading are saying, all these videos are watching, you're gonna have to say, hey, I'm gonna choose to love myself. No matter how hard it is for me to break out of this situationship I am in, I will do it, because I love myself, and God loves me, and he has my back, and he cares about me. He'll never leave me or forsake me. His plan for me is good. The righteous will not be forsaken. He has clothed me in his righteousness. Like Jesus lives on the inside of me. I'm able to make that move. I'm able to get a plan and get myself out of a situation that keeps causing me pain. Because as time keeps going by, eventually there's no one else to blame. There's no one else to look at but yourself in the mirror, and ask yourself, why am I allowing anybody to treat me badly? Why am I in a relationship with family, friends, co-workers, husbands, wives, whoever, whatever it is, and you are really dishonoring the Lord and his creation, meaning you. God created you for more, to do better and to want better for yourself. And it's taken me so many years to believe in me, to believe the scriptures are for me. And I don't want you to take that long. I do not want you to wait forever, right? If 1 year's gone by, that's too long. If 2, 3, 5, 10, 20, 30, 40, right? For me, it was like 40 years to just be wandering in the wilderness when God clearly parted the Red Sea and made a path. And the word says he makes a way of escape, okay, from our troubles. Cast your care on him. Why? Because he cares for you. And he wants you to win. But if you don't want to, he's not going to force himself on you. The word says that, he stands at the door and knocks, but he's not going to barge the door down. You've got to open it and say, Jesus, help me see the truth so I can be set free and live the life you want for me. It's possible for you. It is possible for you. So please, listen to Tony Gaskins right here. Boom. I got his book right here, A Woman's Influence. Read the book. Read the book. Listen to what Cherie says in the book and apply it. Apply it. Okay, read my book. If you haven't got my book, read my finger. I can't point to the book. Which way does it go? Read that book. I got all these books over here. I got books right here on boundary setting. You guys probably have books on boundaries too. But if you're not reading them, it's not helping. And that's what I did for so long. I got a Bible study I ran here talking about self-worth. I got all these tools, but I didn't apply them. And what I'm saying to you is, if you've been listening to Tony, if you've been listening to me, if you've been going to church and your life hasn't changed, it might be, let me put it out there, it might be that you're not applying anything. You're not being a doer of the words. You're hearing it, but you're not acting upon it. And I know that acting upon it is not easy. It takes an incredible amount of faith and trust and vulnerability, but it's worth it in the end. It's worth it. So please, do the work. Come on the group call on the 20th, right? I'll link it in this description, the link to register for that. Listen to videos over and over. Go to bed listening to something good that's going to get in your subconscious. Do the workbooks that go along with the group calls. Start with workbook 1. We're talking about healing from abuse and recognizing what got you to this place where you feel trapped and stuck. And let's get to it in 2024. I am still excited today. Update, if you've been listening to me every day, I did get some steps in today. I did do stretching today. So I'm trying to keep myself accountable to you, because accountability helps, right? I had to stand up for the truth today, and it was very hard. And honestly, I was shaking in my shoes, but I know I have to be obedient to God before what I feel like doing or not doing. It's the obedience that leads us to repentance, right? Because the Redeemer that we just read in Job, right? He came to this earth so you could live on this earth and do the Lord's will. But you cannot do the Lord's will if you're bound. If you're bound by being in these toxic, unhealthy, painful relationships. You can't serve the Lord. You got to choose today who you're going to serve, God or man. Who is it going to be? Who is it going to be? As for me and my house, I'm going to serve the Lord. And that's difficult to do, but it's necessary in order to move society forward. And just to want a better situation, a better life. And I don't mean money, I don't mean fame, I don't mean cars. I just mean a peaceful life. Living a peaceful life. God said, I'm going to ascend back up into heaven, but I'm going to leave you peace. You have it, but it's a seed. You gotta want to exercise it by doing the work and getting to the truth and asking yourself the tough questions. How did I get here? Get my workbook and do workbook 1, and it will help you. It will. I have the evidence of the women who have gone through the in-person group. There's so many resources out there. But I guess my charge to you, as I was listening to Tony, I was laughing because I recognized myself and him just shaking his head. He could barely even get the words out, like how hard it is and difficult to hear the women crying on the coaching calls. But at the same time, my heart goes out if you're not further along in your healing journey, because it's heartbreaking to love somebody so much and they're not showing you it back, and you keep doing things to get them to see you, to hear you, to recognize you, to love you, to want you, where you're dying inside because you're compromising yourself so much, and you lose yourself. You don't know where you end and they begin. You're so intertwined and entangled. It's like, oh, enough. So we're going to stand on the truth in 2024. Tomorrow, don't even think the whole 360 days left or 40 days, whatever. I can't even do the math. Let's just focus on right now. Commit right now to saying, whatever book you're reading, whether it's the Bible or another book, whatever the last sermon you heard, the last video that you were like, oh, this is good, you were taking notes, act on that thing. Act on it, and let's heal together as a You Can Heal family, as a community of believers, as women. And even if men are watching me, I don't know, but there's work to do so we can bring heaven here on earth and use our kingdom authority that we've been given dominion over all this, so we can live for Jesus and spread the truth. So everything you're going through, it's not in vain. It's so you can heal and then help. Heal so you can help. And I'm trying my best to do that, to be more vulnerable this year and to stand on the truth and take you as far as I have come. That's all I can do. I can coach you, life coach you as far as I've come. So I've got to get more knowledge. I've got to grow more. And I just feel this urgency to do that. And I had to get this out. Like I said, I was just going to read this and, say something. But Tony even said on one of the videos, like, as women, as coaches, we don't even want to share his name because of this and that and this and that. I'll link the video, watch it. But I don't feel that way. I honestly don't. I'm going to lead you to people that I've learned from, that I think can help you heal and grow and become the person God created you to be. You are a beautiful person. You are an amazing person. You've got what it takes to do that thing you really want to do. That dream you really want to move on. And for me, I'm doing it by being on here. I really feel that. I really feel like everything I've gone through, it can help someone not have to experience that. And I'm going to do my very best every day. I'm going to show up. Am I sleepy? Yeah, I'm sleepy. Am I closing my eyes talking to you? I am, but so what? Don't look at that. Listen to what I'm saying, and let's do this. You can do this. I know you can do this. I know you can do this. If you saw this book and you were like, self-worth, I don't have any of that. Okay, email me. Let's jump on a call. I'll take you through it together. I'll send you screenshots to the text coaching. We'll do this together. Whatever it takes. Whatever we gotta do. Whatever we gotta do to grow and to heal. Because when I say I love you, I really mean that. Because it's the Christ in me that loves you and that cares. And I've grown not to care from a codependent standpoint, but from a point that's healthy, that's completely healthy, with boundaries in place and all that stuff. So we can heal. You can heal. I say it all the time, and I truly believe it. But that's it. I'm going to bed now. I love you. This video will be up at 7. And leave me a comment. If you've never commented before, leave me one. I can take it, good or bad, because I need to grow too. And I need to make sure that videos And the things I'm sharing are helping, because I don't want these words to be in vain. I want to know that God can use me. I'm willing and I'm ready. And I'm not going to be afraid of that old snake, that old serpent. He's a liar. He's a deceiver. He wants to cut you down, ruin your life, make you think you're worthless and you're nothing. But I'm telling you, you're not. Christ is real. You know, this Bible we've been reading is real. And the truth will set you free. So get to the bottom of it. Let's go. Let's go. Will there be one, as Lisa Smiles says, right? With the natural hair when she was doing her lives. And it still cracks me up. But yeah, will you grow with me this year? Will we become better than we were yesterday? Forget yesterday, 10 minutes ago, right? An hour ago, 5 minutes ago. Let's renew our minds. Let's love one another as Christ loves the church. And let's heal this year. So I love you. Always remember, true healing begins with self-love. Why? Because God is love and He lives on the inside of you. We're gonna be right back here tomorrow. We're gonna be right back here tomorrow. To God be the glory. I love you. Get some rest. Yeah. I'll just keep talking. So I'm out. Love you. Bye.